Hey, Blue Table fans! I don't know what that was. I went into it without too much premeditation. In fact, I don't even plan this stuff. I just go, oh, I think I'll do a video on this. Beep, camera's on. So I am organizing the terrain tonight, and I thought it'd be fun if I just had the camera on and maybe showed you a few fun things that I'm coming across. And, fill up that dead air. But by the way, if I ever have like crumpled up paper, I love to throw that and try and get it into the garbage bin. It's like compulsive, you know? Is that a man thing, I wonder? And I always take the shot, no matter how ridiculous it is. I don't care if I miss 100 times. So anyway, yeah, so I'm just gonna wander around, go about my business. Maybe you'll be entertained. Maybe it'll be a waste of your life. Who knows? So anyway, as you guys know, I picked, yeah, that needed to be repaired. A while back, I got a little nostalgic, and I picked up a copy of this. And I think, wouldn't it be great to run a superhero RPG using this terrain? And that's kind of like my secret fantasy. I'm like, all right, downstairs, I got this great workshop. I could set up like all these scenarios. So like the 40K scenarios I'm doing, imagine that, but a sequence of those that make up like an adventure or a campaign. And that I've got like maybe, I don't know, between 6 and 24 tables already set up for it. So for the superhero thing, yes, this goes with the Runic Ruins set. So with the superhero stuff, that, by the way, remember, I didn't promise much with this video. With the superhero stuff, like the Trench Works board could be like this World War II time travel thing, you know? And so I've got these bins full of just like miscellaneous parts, you know? I don't know if you can see that. Like, it's all just this busted up stuff, miscellaneous pieces. A lot of it needs repairs. And I've got to like figure out which pieces go with which set. So I've got these catwalks. So yeah, Blue Table painting, I probably sunk somewhere between $10,000 and $20,000 wholesale into this terrain. Every Valhalla, we spend money on that terrain just to make these awesome boards. 2 boards, 3 boards to make one mega thing, which of course you've seen, and which I think makes our bat reps really cool. So, you know, through the years, I've always just put up whatever and hoped that people liked it, you know? And this is like steampunk stuff. That's where that goes. You know, maybe I'll just keep it in the bin. Oh boy, that is, I'm just gonna set that one aside for now. So much stuff. Don't even know where to start. Yeah, I got a bunch of these walls. I don't know what game this is from, but they're done pretty well. They're very convincing. And I've got like a zillion of them. These are ones that we actually made out of little bits. I think that's Titan Terrain Studio. Wonder how he's doing. I still see him kind of pop up every once in a while. You know, that was my first attempt to actually have somebody. Here's another low wall. So that goes with the fantasy low walls over here. Ooh, some sandbags. I wonder where that stuff is. In fact, this is a lot of, okay, that's a repair for sure. That goes up here. Where is it's like a windmill piece. Yeah, that Moroccan train is like everywhere, jeez. So anyway, well, yeah, that's actually some good stuff. Look at this. I think these are from Pegasus Hobbies. I've got like a bunch of these. It looks like it's broken off actually. Oh, good. I've been saving these. These are for the spaceship set that I use for like a lot of stuff. And yeah, oh, and I'm actually going to be making a Drop Zone Commander board here tonight. But I've got to like, I've got to take down some of these boards, and it's going to be not that exciting. So anyway, so yeah, the drop zone commander stuff, got quite a bit of that. Oh yeah, here's my garbage. We get a lot of boxes in, so sometimes they have to pull garbage duty. Most of the time we reuse them though. Reuse and recycle, folks. Alright, that's interesting. Yeah, you know, some of this stuff hasn't been unpacked since Valhalla last year. So, there you go. Alright, here we go. Oh, yeah, here we go, some random ball thing. All right, so, yeah, oh, look at this. This is some cool steps. These are made out of Medite board, just glued together and painted. By the way, you're seeing not the greatest of the terrain here. So there's a lot of different little pieces here. I've got like this burned village set, and that needs like a ton of repairs, but I think it's all, in fact, I think this whole bin is just stuff that needs to be repaired. Yeah, it's miscellaneous pieces. And for some reason, well, yeah, just oddball pieces. Yeah, this is repair stuff. You know, I should just really keep this stuff together. Like, pieces of things. And, you know, okay, let's talk about Valhalla. So Valhalla is more than just an event that BTP runs. The events that BTP ran for Valhalla were actually sort of prototypes of my big life dream. And that's to have this mountain retreat where people can go and get their lives, you know, get some perspective on life, get some mentoring, get some wellness training, bring out people that are like, you know, have to do with mental and physical health. And so, kind of like the soul of Rivendell. And right now I'm like, I have no idea how this could possibly happen. You know, I'm just trying to get these projects done. Right now, BTP's got about 70 projects outstanding. That is a really good number. About a year ago, I was like, all right, the dream is to get it to 40 to 60. And that's easily where one person can kind of know what's going on with everything. And so yeah, it's coming up on that. And that makes me feel good, but at the same time, it's like, I gotta get it to this point where it feels like everything's running like just smoothly. Because when I get emails and I can't respond to them right away, it bothers me. It really does. And so, yeah, it's interesting. So needless to say, coming up on 13 years of running BTP, I've got a lot of perspective. So back to Valhalla, the big dream is to have this mountain retreat. I have it like mapped out in my mind. I know exactly what I could draw it for you. And to have people up and not have any worries about it. With the Valhalla prototypes that I've done, because we've run 14 of them, from 2011 to 2014, 11, 12, so 4 years we ran about 14 events. How many is that? That's like 3 or 4 a year on average. And, okay, I may be running out of space here because I have the bat rep on the card. Because until that bat rep is done and it's uploaded and everything's working, I don't erase it off of the disk. So anyway, it was like, you know, we had to get ticket sales, there were expenses, had to kind of run the studio at the same time. And I'm like, you know what, that's not how I am envisioning it. It's one place. The whole event, the whole life of it is all wrapped up into one single property. And yeah, like Rivendell. And I just want to have people out. I just want to have people out for fun, have a workshop, work on like these miniature worlds to transport people. So there's sort of a dual aspect to it. There's the miniatures games thing, and then there's the health and wellness aspect of it. So, but with the miniatures games, I view that as sort of the same thing. Miniatures battles sort of taps into the male audience. And I think that's the segment of the population where human beings are the kind of those basic, what's the word I'm looking for? Men tend to kind of implode inside their own skulls because we're taught not to ask for help, not to reach out. No one's supposed to help us. You're supposed to be tough. You're supposed to be the provider. Everything kind of gets just like mounded up. And I don't know, maybe you don't feel that way. But I mean, that's kind of a segment that really does need that, needs to like get that pressure cooker top off and let off some steam. So anyway, but it also has to do, to me, it has to do with a fundamental human drive to create a story, to create something physical, to have some escapism. But to me, escapism, it's not escaping from the day-to-day life. Your day-to-day life should be fantastic, should be something that feels good, that's exciting. And so, and that's kind of like, and that taps into kind of the mental health next level stuff that I want to do. Because I say mental health and then you imagine maybe like an insane asylum, but I'm talking about, you know, next level stuff. And so to me, it very much ties in together because that urge to create, to be part of a story, that's awesome. Because I would love to use, my mind is just like racing with it. It's like I would love to use these boards and run like a superhero RPG just for kicks. You know, like this could be some supervillain's lair over here, the World War II Trench Works board, you know. Just, I mean, there's so much potential, there's so much imagination, so much excitement, so much fun associated with it. It's just fantastic. So to couple that with going to like this sort of wooded retreat, and not some hokey sort of cabins and stuff like that, but something amazing, like Rivendell. No one's built Rivendell. And right now, no idea. Nope, I haven't a clue. So, but the thing is, got to keep that dream going. Got to have, I almost went like this, got to keep that dream going, cuckoo. Oh, that's fantastic. All right, I'm about to run out of space on this thing. So much for watching me put the terrain away. I want to thank you guys for being part of the journey. It's really amazing. And